It's story time, and I'm so happy to be here. It's a beautiful day outside where I am today. I'm sitting in the garden, and I don't know if you can hear, but there are some doves and little birds twittering all around me. The story we're reading today is called What Will You Be, Grandma? Have you had people ask you the question, what do you want to be when you grow up? Well, in this book, What Will You Be, Grandma? Is the question that Lily asks her grandmother. The story is written by Nanette Newman and illustrated by Emma Chichester Clark. One day, Lily asked her grandma, "What do you think you'll be when you grow up?" "Well," said Grandma, "a lot of people think I'm grown up already." "Oh no," said Lily, "you've got a long way to go." I wonder what I could be," said her grandma. "You could be a lady who goes to schools and says, 'No more lessons every day, everyone. Go off and play,'" said Lily. "Good idea," said Grandma. Yay! All the children throwing their books up because the grandma said, "No more lessons for today." "Or," said Lily, "you could grow wings and fly around the world, making sure people were kind to their cats and dogs like me." "I'd like to have wings," said her grandmother. "So would I," said Lily. "Oh, and look at them, there they go flying. They're imagining that they have wings, flying through the world." "Or you could become an artist and paint rainbows on children's faces." "And butterflies," said Grandma. "And tigers," said Lily. "What fun," said her grandma. Look at Grandma there, sitting under an umbrella, painting the children's faces. And here we've got some children that have already been painted. There's a little tiger face and another tiger face, and that is a butterfly face, and there's a rainbow face. Or you could become a special doctor, and when somebody fell over, you could give them your magic kiss and they'd feel better. Lily's grandma nodded. "Just like I did for you yesterday." "Exactly," said Lily. "Or you could become a gardener and grow flowers that never die. People would like that." "They would," said her grandma. "I could also grow Brussels sprouts that taste like strawberry ice cream." "And cabbages that taste like chocolate cake," said Lily. "Delicious," said Grandma. "Oh my goodness, can you imagine having Brussels sprouts that taste like strawberry ice cream?" There's the bowl full of Brussels sprouts. She's dishing some up for Lily. Do you think they taste like strawberry ice cream? "Or maybe at weekends," said Lily, "you could be a lady who makes lollipops and gives them away for free so that children can save their pocket money." "I think your friends would like that," said her grandma. "They would," said Lily. "Look at everybody getting the free lollipops. Mwah. Or you could be an entertainer who goes to birthday parties and makes sure everybody gets a balloon and presents that really are good." "Could I go in fancy dress?" asked her grandma. "Definitely," said Lily. And there sits Grandma in her fancy dress outfit. It looks like she's dressed up like a bumblebee. And she's got a big basket of presents on her lap. Everybody's going to get a present that they really like. Or you could grow up to be a fairy with a magic wand who stops rooms getting untidy. "I could," said Grandma, "but perhaps I'm too old to be a fairy." No, you're not. Old fairies are the best, said Lily. Look at the granny there. She's a fairy and she's making the room tidy itself up. Wouldn't that be wonderful? No untidy rooms if you had a fairy grandmother. Let me think, said Lily. You could do children's homework for them so that their teachers always give them a star. I'm glad you think I'm that clever, said her grandma. You are, said Lily. They thought for a little bit while Lily put on her pajamas. Her grandmother found her favorite bear. I know what I could be, said her grandma. I'd like to be a lady with a little granddaughter called Lily, who she loved up to the sky and down again. She tucked Lily up in bed and gave her a good-night kiss. Yes, said Lily sleepily. I think you'd be very good at that. And there Lily's falling asleep with her teddy and her grandma sitting on the bed. They had a fun time imagining what grandma could be when she grows up. Have you decided what you want to be when you grow up? There's so many things that you could choose to be. Remember, don't decide too quickly because there's so many things to consider. Find out exactly what you think would be the most fun for you. And then I'm sure you'll enjoy doing it. Thank you for joining me to listen to the story. Please subscribe and ring that bell. Ring that bell. Ring that bell. Bye-bye, Serena. Bye-bye, everybody. Mwah.